You share good news with someone close to you, a new job, a relationship, something you're proud of, and instead of being happy for you, they pause. They smile, but it doesn't reach their eyes. And then they ask a question, a simple, casual, innocent question, but something about it sits wrong in your stomach. You can't explain why. You tell yourself you're overthinking it. You're not. That question wasn't curiosity, it was jealousy, wearing a mask so good that most people never take it off. Today, I'm going to show you 7 questions that sound completely innocent, but are actually jealousy in disguise. Once you hear them, you will start recognizing them everywhere. In your friends, in your family, in your coworkers, and you will never unhear them again. And number 6 is the one you need to hear, because it doesn't sound like jealousy at all. It sounds like someone who cares about you, but it is specifically designed to pull you back down, and you've probably heard it from someone you trust. My name is Callum Reeves. I study human behavior, specifically how people hide their real emotions behind words that sound like something else entirely. And jealousy is the most disguised emotion there is. Let me show you exactly what it looks like. Question number 1. You got lucky, right? You got promoted. You started a business. You lost weight. You found a relationship that works. And someone close to you hears about it and says, "Wow, that's great. You really got lucky." This sounds like a compliment. It isn't. When someone attributes your success to luck, they are doing one specific thing. They are erasing your effort. They are saying the reason you succeeded has nothing to do with you. It was timing. It was chance. It was circumstance. Anything except your discipline, your sacrifice, or your skill. Why do they do this? Because if your success is luck, then their lack of success is also luck. And that means they don't have to look at themselves. They don't have to ask the harder question, what am I not doing? What do you do? Don't argue. Don't list your sacrifices. Just say, it wasn't luck. It was years of work. But I understand why it might look that way from the outside. That last line is the key. It's calm, it's factual, and it draws a quiet line between someone who did the work and someone who watched. Question number 2. Are you sure it's going to last? You're happy. You're in a new relationship, a new job, a new chapter, and instead of celebrating with you, someone asks, "That's great, but are you sure it's going to last?" This is doubt dressed as caution. They're not worried about you. They're uncomfortable with your stability, because your happiness is exposing their stagnation. If you stay happy, they have to confront why they're not. So they plant a seed of doubt, not to protect you, to slow you down. The psychology behind this is simple. People don't suffer from their own failures as much as they suffer from watching someone else succeed. Your rise is their mirror, and not everyone wants to look. What do? Smile and say, "I guess we'll see, but right now I'm enjoying it." No defense, no justification, just presence. Jealous people want you to doubt yourself. The most powerful response is refusing to. Question number 3. How much did that cost? You buy something, a car, a house, a vacation, a watch, and someone immediately asks, not "do you like it?" Not "how does it feel?" but "how much did that cost?" This is not curiosity. This is measurement. They are trying to place you on a scale, above me or below me. Can I afford this or can't I? Do they deserve this or don't they? Jealousy loves numbers because numbers make comparison concrete, and comparison is the engine jealousy runs on. If the number is higher than expected, they minimize. That's a lot for what it is. If it's lower, they dismiss. "Oh, I thought it was more." Either way, the question was never about the object. It was about the gap. What do? You don't answer with a number. You say, "It was worth it to me." That shifts the conversation from measurement to meaning, and meaning is something jealousy cannot compete with. Question number 4. Must be nice. 2 words, said with a half smile. Must be nice. This is the most passive-aggressive expression of jealousy that exists. It sounds lighthearted, it sounds playful, but underneath it is a very specific message. You have something I don't, and I resent you for it. Must be nice to travel. Must be nice to work from home. Must be nice to afford that. Every version of this sentence has the same structure. It frames your life as effortless and theirs as hard. It removes your sacrifice from the picture and replaces it with privilege. The dangerous part is that most people laugh it off. They say, "Yeah, I'm lucky," and in doing so, they erase their own effort, exactly what the jealous person wanted. What do? Don't laugh along. Say simply, "It is nice. I worked hard for it." No aggression, no apology, just ownership. Jealous people expect you to shrink. Standing still is enough to disarm them. If you're watching this and recognizing these questions from people in your own life, hit like, not for the algorithm, because it tells me this conversation matters. Question number 5. Aren't you afraid it'll all fall apart? This one sounds like wisdom, like the voice of experience, like someone who's been through hard times and wants to protect you. But listen carefully. They're not asking about your plan. They're not offering help. They are projecting their own fear onto your life. They are too afraid to take risks themselves, so they dress their fear in advice and hand it to you as a warning. Aren't you afraid of losing it all? Sometimes means, "I would be too scared to even try." And instead of admitting that, they transfer their paralysis onto you. The people who genuinely care about you don't ask if you'll fail. They ask how they can help. The question itself reveals the intention behind it. What do? Say, "I'm not afraid of failing. I'm afraid of never trying." One sentence, and watch how they react. If they go quiet, you've just exposed the fear they were trying to hide inside your life. Question number 6. You've changed. This is the one I warned you about. The one that doesn't sound like jealousy. The one that sounds like hurt, like loss, like someone who misses the old you. But here is what "you've changed" actually means in most cases. It means you've grown and I haven't. It means you used to be on my level and now you're not. It means the version of you that made me feel comfortable is gone, and the new version makes me feel left behind. You've changed is not an observation, it is a request. They are asking you to go back, to shrink, to return to the version of you that didn't challenge their self-image. I came across a story that made this painfully clear. A man started his own business at 30. Within 2 years, his income doubled. His oldest friend, the one he'd known since school, started pulling away. When he finally asked why, the friend said, "You've changed, man. You're not the same person." He hadn't changed who he was. He had changed what he accepted, and his friend couldn't handle the difference. What do? You say, "You're right, I have changed. That was the whole point." No apology, no guilt. Growth is not something you owe anyone an explanation for. Question number 7. Why you, though? This is the quietest question. Sometimes it's never even spoken out loud, but you can feel it. In the silence after you share good news, in the forced smile, in the slight pause before they say congratulations. Why you? Why not me? This question is the heart of jealousy. It's not really about your success. It's about their feeling of injustice. Jealousy compares outcomes without comparing sacrifices. It sees the result, but refuses to look at the process. It sees where you are, but won't acknowledge what it cost you to get there. Every visible victory hides years of invisible effort, but the jealous person only sees the victory, and that's why it burns. What do you do about this one? Nothing. Because this question isn't yours to answer. It lives inside them, and no amount of explaining will change someone who has already decided that your success is their loss. Here is what I want you to remember. Jealous people will never say, "I'm jealous." They will ask questions. Questions that minimize, questions that doubt, questions that measure, questions that disguise resentment as concern and fear as advice. But here is the thing most people forget. The jealousy of others is not your problem to solve. It is often a reflection of your own progress. If people around you start questioning your success, your happiness, your growth, it might not be a coincidence. It might be proof that you're moving in the right direction. Your job is not to reassure them. Your job is to keep going, quietly, steadily, without apology, and let the questions follow you, because they always follow the people who are actually going somewhere. Have you ever recognized one of these questions from someone close to you? Which one hit the hardest? Tell me in the comments. Subscribe if you want more content on the psychology behind the words people use and the truths they're trying to hide.